ladies and gentlemen, friends and seekers of greatness, today I stand before you to reveal a truth so powerful, so transforming, that it has built empires, shaped destinies, and awakened the sleeping giants within men and women across the ages. This truth is no mystery. It has been hiding in plain sight, patiently waiting for the right heart, the right mind, and the right spirit to grasp it. It is the real secret to success. And today I shall unfold it before you, guided by 5 eternal keynotes, each drawn from the wellspring of my own life study. My friends, before we embark on this grand journey toward unlocking your greatest success, I urge you to take a small but mighty action, one that sets the wheels of achievement into motion. If you find wisdom here today, press the like button, for action is the foundation of success. Subscribe to this channel, for commitment is the seed from which greatness grows. Ring the bell icon so that each new lesson of prosperity may find you ready and prepared, and share this message with those you care about, for helping others climb the ladder of success multiplies your own ascent. Remember, no great fortune was ever built alone. Together we rise higher. Now let us begin. Success, my friends, begins not in action, but in thought, in clear, definite, burning thought. Without a clear aim, a man is like a ship without a rudder, adrift upon the seas of life, at the mercy of every stray wind, every shifting tide. The man who succeeds is the man who fixes his course, sets his sights on a single, unwavering objective, and then sails toward it with all the force of his mind and soul. You must choose, with great care and absolute precision, what it is you desire most from life. Not a dozen things, not even 2, but one chief aim. That aim must become the dominating thought of your mind, your heart's true obsession. You must see it when you close your eyes at night and feel it stirring within you when you wake at dawn. It must become so much a part of you that every thought, every action, and every choice is colored and directed by it. Without a definite chief aim, a man wastes his days chasing illusions, scattering his energy to the 4 winds, achieving nothing of real and lasting value. But with a definite chief aim, even the smallest daily efforts are invested with tremendous power. Every word you speak, every step you take, every decision you make becomes a brick laid carefully upon the foundation of your success. Take up your pen, my friend, and commit your aim to writing. Write it clearly, write it boldly, write it as though you were commanding the universe itself to deliver it to you. Read it morning and night. Memorize it, speak it aloud with passion and belief. See yourself already in possession of it, living it, breathing it, enjoying the fruits of your labor. The world has a curious way of making room for the determined soul. Opportunities seem to appear. Doors previously closed swing open. Circumstances align. People come into your life as though summoned by your desire. But none of this can happen until you first declare to yourself and to the world what it is you are here to achieve. Your definite chief aim is not just a goal, it is the compass of your soul. It points true north when confusion reigns. It gives strength when adversity strikes. It keeps you moving when others fall away. It transforms ordinary men into giants and dreamers into builders of empires. Decide, therefore, with courage and clarity. Choose your aim and let it master you. Faith is the unseen force that breathes life into our desires and carries them from the realm of thought into the realm of reality. It is not enough to merely want or to wish for a thing. Many men and women wish for riches, for happiness, for success, and yet they live and die in mediocrity. Wishing is passive. Faith, however, is dynamic. It is a living energy, an active force that commands the very universe to obey. Faith is the magic power that transforms a mere idea into a consuming obsession and a vague hope into a definite plan. It is the element that gives substance to your dreams, even before you can see them with your physical eyes. You must see them first with the eye of your spirit. You must hold them firmly in your heart and mind as though they were already yours. Every great achievement in history has been born first from faith. Faith kept Edison working through 10,000 failures until the electric light answered to his will. Faith sustained Abraham Lincoln through crushing defeats and heart-wrenching sorrow until he rose to unite a divided nation. Faith pushed the Wright brothers skyward when the world scoffed at the idea of man flying. Without faith, none of these giants could have endured. With faith, they moved mountains. Faith is not mere blind belief. It is knowledge from within that what you desire already exists for you in the unseen world and is moving toward you as surely as you are moving toward it. It is an unshakable conviction that your efforts will not be in vain, that the power that governs all things has already prepared the way if only you will persevere and believe. You must speak to yourself daily with words of faith. Affirm to yourself over and over again that your success is certain, that your desire is being realized even now. Let no doubt, no fear, no contradiction be entertained even for a moment in your mind. Doubt and fear are the two great enemies of achievement. They are like poison, eating away at the vitality of your desire. Faith is the antidote. Faith is the shield. Remember, too, that faith is a state of mind that can be cultivated through autosuggestion, through repeated instruction of your own subconscious mind. Tell yourself every day that you believe, and soon your subconscious will accept it as truth. Once your mind believes it, your actions, your habits, your very character will align to make it so. Faith, my friends, is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, the imagined and the achieved. It is the eternal alchemy that transforms dreams into gold. Nurture it, protect it, strengthen it every day. With faith, you are invincible. Persistence is the iron quality of character that stands as the master key to all achievement. Without it, talent is wasted, genius is rendered useless, and even the best laid plans fall to ruin. Persistence is the quality that transforms dreams into reality, for no worthy goal has ever been attained without repeated effort, often in the face of overwhelming obstacles. You see, life will always test the strength of your desires. It will ask you again and again how badly you truly want what you claim to seek. Temporary defeat, delay, disappointment, and even apparent failure are merely the testing grounds where true champions are forged. Most men are quick to set out on the path of success, but when faced with difficulty, they turn back. They retreat at the first sign of resistance, not realizing that persistence could have carried them through to triumph had they endured just a little longer. The man or woman who succeeds is not always the one who moves the fastest or shines the brightest in the beginning. It is the one who holds on, who continues to press forward even when the path grows dark and uncertain. Persistence does not mean reckless stubbornness. It means a steady, unwavering march toward your goal, adjusting your methods as needed but never surrendering your purpose. Every adversity, every setback carries within it the seed of an equal or greater advantage. But that seed reveals itself only to the persistent. Temporary defeat is not failure unless you accept it as such. It is merely a signal to adjust your approach, to sharpen your skills, to summon greater energy and resolve. The majority of men are stopped not by the magnitude of the obstacles they face, but by their own lack of persistence. Persistence is a habit, and like any habit, it can be cultivated. It is born of definiteness of purpose, fueled by desire and strengthened by faith. The man who knows what he wants and believes in his ability to achieve it is naturally persistent. He is like a river that wears down the hardest rock, not by force, but by relentless, continual flow. In my study of the most successful men and women of history, I found that persistence was the common thread woven through every story of greatness. It was persistence that drove Henry Ford to perfect his automobile after many failures. It was persistence that carried Thomas Edison through thousands of unsuccessful experiments. It was persistence that helped Helen Keller break the barriers of darkness and silence. You must make up your mind, once and for all, that surrender is not an option. Burn every bridge behind you if necessary, leaving yourself no possible retreat. Resolve that no matter how long it takes, no matter how difficult the journey, you will see it through to the end. Remember this great truth: defeat is never permanent unless you accept it. Quitting is a habit just as persistence is a habit, and the choice between them will determine your destiny. Thus, when obstacles arise, as surely they will greet them as friends. See them as the fire that tempers your steel. Persist through doubt, persist through fear, persist until the doors of opportunity, so long locked against the faint-hearted, swing open wide before your determined spirit. No man attains great power or enduring success alone. Throughout all of history, behind every towering achievement, there has stood not one mind, but many working together in harmony toward a common definite purpose. This is the principle of the mastermind, the shortcut to infinite power, the bridge that connects your individual strength with the limitless reservoir of human potential. When two or more minds come together, united in spirit and aim, there is born a third, invisible force, a new mind greater than the sum of its parts. This is not mere cooperation. It is not simply teamwork. It is a blending of energies, a meeting of souls, a fusion of ambitions into a single, mighty purpose. It is as real and as powerful as any physical force known to man, though unseen by the eyes. The mastermind multiplies your talents and knowledge. Through it, you gain access not only to your own ideas, but to the ideas, experiences, insights, and resources of others. Your vision expands. Your creativity is heightened. Your courage is strengthened. Your weaknesses are balanced by the strengths of your allies. Where you have gaps, they have gifts. Where you see obstacles, they see opportunities, and together you become unstoppable. Consider for a moment the builders of industries, the creators of great fortunes, the leaders who changed the course of history. None stood alone. Andrew Carnegie, whose wealth and influence shaped a nation, freely credited his success to the mastermind. He had carefully assembled a team of men whose combined intellects and energies worked in perfect harmony toward a singular goal. Thomas Edison had his mastermind at Menlo Park. Henry Ford surrounded himself with men of brilliance and vision. Greatness does not sprout in isolation. It flourishes in the fertile soil of collective genius. But understand this truth: for the mastermind to unleash its full power, there must be complete harmony among its members. Jealousy, envy, selfishness, and suspicion are deadly poisons that can destroy the delicate energy of the mastermind. Therefore, choose your associates with the utmost care. Align yourself only with those who are loyal to the vision, committed to mutual success, and rich in spirit. When you form a mastermind alliance, treat it as sacred. Meet regularly, share openly, support fiercely when difficulties arise, as they will lean upon the collective wisdom of the group. Draw strength from the belief and determination of your allies. When your own faith wavers, theirs will lift you. When their spirits flag, yours will inspire them. Thus, through mutual service and unwavering loyalty, the mastermind becomes a powerhouse that no obstacle can withstand. Through the power of the mastermind, you can accomplish in a few years what might otherwise take a lifetime. You can open doors that would remain forever closed to the solitary dreamer. You can tap into inspiration, resources, and opportunities that would be invisible to a single mind working alone. Understand this: you already possess great potential within yourself. But by forming a true mastermind alliance, you multiply that potential beyond measure. You step into the stream of infinite power, and the world cannot help but make way for the force you have become. Ideas, no matter how grand, are worthless until they are set into motion by action. Dreams, no matter how vivid, remain forever imprisoned in the mind of the dreamer unless they are given life through decisive movement. Action, my friends, is the bridge between what you desire and what you attain. It is the soil in which your plans must be planted if they are ever to bear fruit. You may possess the clearest vision, the noblest ambition, the strongest desire, but if you do not act, you will remain as you are. Action is the only true measure of success. Life rewards not the thinker alone, not the dreamer alone, but the doer, the man or woman who moves boldly, even when uncertainty clouds the path ahead. The habit of action must be cultivated as deliberately as you would cultivate any other strength of character. You must teach yourself to act quickly when opportunities arise, to act courageously when fear whispers doubt, and to act persistently when obstacles loom large. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait until you feel fully prepared. There is no such thing as a perfect moment. The world belongs to those who act and act now. Remember this: action breeds confidence. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. If you are struggling with hesitation, the cure is not more thought, not more planning, not more debate. The cure is simple: move. Take even the smallest step forward, and the next step will become clearer. Momentum, once started, builds upon itself. What once seemed impossible soon becomes inevitable to the man who acts without delay. Every fortune that has ever been built began with a single act. Every book that has been written, every invention that has transformed the world, every empire that has risen from the dust, all were born of action. Think well, yes, plan wisely, indeed, but above all, act. Beware the trap of procrastination, that subtle thief which robs men of their time, their energy, and ultimately their lives. Procrastination wears many disguises: the need for more information, the desire for perfect conditions, the fear of making a mistake. Recognize these for what they are: excuses. The man who succeeds acts despite his doubts, acts despite his fears, acts even though he knows he may err, because he knows that through action he will grow, he will learn, and he will ultimately prevail. The greatest victories are not won by the man who moves only when he is certain of success. They are won by the man who moves because he is certain that success can only be found along the path of effort, mistake, correction, and perseverance. You are far stronger than you realize. You have within you all the power necessary to achieve your greatest dreams, but that power lies dormant until you awaken it through action. Speak less of what you will do, instead do. Think less of what you might become, instead become. Act, act, always act. Time waits for no man. Opportunities vanish like mist if not seized. Fortune favors the bold. Begin where you stand. Use what you have. Do what you can, and know this: the act of beginning, however small, sets in motion forces greater than you can imagine. Action, repeated day after day, backed by belief, fueled by persistence, and guided by definite purpose, is the magic formula by which all success is born. And so, dear friends, the real secret to success is no secret at all. It is a blueprint, simple, powerful, and timeless. Know exactly what you want, believe you can have it, persist until you seize it. Surround yourself with the right people and act with courage and urgency. The tools are in your hands, the dream is in your heart. The power is already within you. Awaken ID, claim ID, live ID. Success is yours for the taking if you dare to believe. Thank you.